The Crater, Part 1. Following the initial fighting between the Federal armies under Ulysses S. Grant and the Confederate forces of Robert E. Lee on the eastern side of Petersburg, Virginia in mid-June of 1864, the two sides quickly settled into trench warfare. In many places, the battle lines were only a short distance from each other along the Norfolk and Petersburg Railroad. One such place was a rebel artillery redan called Elliott's Salient, located just southeast of Blandford Church. The Union Army had recently captured a position adjacent to Poor Creek, which lay below the redan less than 200 yards away. On June 23, 1864, members of the 48th Pennsylvania Regiment, many of whom were coal miners, suggested running a horizontal shaft underground between the opposing lines with the intention of blowing up the Confederate position with gunpowder. The unit commander, Lieutenant Colonel Henry Pleasants, a former mining engineer, took their plan to the 9th Corps Commander General Ambrose Burnside, who approved the operation. However, the project received only lukewarm support from the Army of the Potomac Commander General George Meade. The 48th began digging on June 25th and completed the 511-foot-long tunnel in less than a month. They encountered difficulties acquiring enough wood for the mine shaft walls, and they had to hide the dirt from the suspicious rebels nearby who began digging their own tunnels, hoping to discover the location of the rumored Union mine. Ventilation was the biggest concern for such a long tunnel, but Pleasants solved the problem with a device commonly used in Pennsylvania coal mining. A wooden duct was placed along the length of the mine, and a vertical shaft was dug just behind the Union picket lines. A small fire was built at the bottom of the new chimney, and when an airtight canvas door was added near the entrance, it created a draft to bring fresh air from the outside through the duct to the miners. Two lateral mines were then dug to extend the shaft under the Confederate redan, and wooden hoppers called magazines were built to hold the gunpowder. All that was needed now was to load the mine, but the fate of the operation would depend on the success of another Union offensive miles away.